I love the ageist remarks, and I say that because it shows that young people have never had the opportunity to prove their worth and to show that they can make a difference and that age is truly only a number. I mean, our Florida Constitution says if you are 21 years of age, you can run for an elected office. That alone shows that even back in the day, they thought young people had the chance to make a difference. So to not see young people active in this is sad, because we deserve a seat at the table just as much as anybody else, because it's our generation coming forward. I mean, even if I'm not the biggest seat, just give me a seat, a little
Right, and you're a voice. I mean, you represent a significant segment of the population of people that are being represented.
Yes.
Right.
So for me, I believe not only have we not given the opportunity, but you have to look at the beneficial aspects of youth. And it's not the fact that I don't know anything. It's not because I'm naive. It's the fact that I have the malleability to sit there and not conform to an ideology I've processed for the last 40 years. I'm 21 years old. I'm still growing. I'm still changing. I'm still learning. And I'm willing to not allow my views to compromise, my civic duty of serving the public. If my community if they don't agree with me, vote me out. But at the end of the day, if I'm saying something that is cogent and sound, I believe that, why not give me the benefit of the doubt? But other than that, we have to realize too, there is no degree, there is not any life experience that can tell you how to run 150,000 or a million or even two people. You can have a human resource management degree and all that. But again, like somebody would say, you need the experience now to understand what you were taught. Now, that's a catch-22 within itself. So for me, I think we have to get over the idea of, looking at the cover of the book and really seeing what's inside of it to really judge it. But other than that, we have to understand that young people are not just young. We can do things. I mean, everybody that has raised us and brought us into this world or has pushed us forward, they were looking out in our best interest and for societies. So I feel like, why not? And if anybody were to say it's because you don't know how politics works, I've only been doing it for the last 2-3 months running, and I completely get it. It is shady, it is dirty, but I don't feel like that can stop me from creating the change and to speak up and to be a part of this crazy system to really make sense of it all. And regardless of my age, it's encouraging to see, even if I wasn't doing it. I have a friend, Elijah Manley, who you'll be on with tomorrow. Yes, he is a great example of it, that young people need to see young people doing the things that we're not seen and capable of. Because if they're not imagining themselves in it, how is the next generation going to step up to the plate? And that's the biggest concern. And so I respect everybody's views when they tell me that you need more life experience. I respect everybody's views when they tell me that maybe you should run in 4 years. I want you to realize something. There is no line. There is no boundaries. There are no borders preventing anybody from standing up and believing that they can fulfill the civic duty of, like the Constitution of Florida says, to balance the budget. That is the main priority. And I promise you I'm good with numbers. But other than that, I have a lot of views and a lot of ideas that I think that would be beneficial for our community. And a lot of people I would agree with would have the same views as me. We're just all waiting for somebody to say it. And we don't need a corporate interest person. We don't need somebody backed by dark money. We need somebody, again, who has genuine intentions of really working for the people. I mean, and I'm sorry to sound cliche, but AOC is a good example of that. People didn't have faith in her, and she has proved everybody wrong along the way. And if I have to be the first example to set that stone in place, I promise you I will, because there's nobody who's going to tell me or another 18-year-old, you do not belong in politics because you don't have the experience. Well, how did you get here? What did you do? Why were you, good enough to have the accountability of this position? So these are the questions people have to ask. It's not about my age. It's what am I bringing to the table? What are his visions? And does he seem like he has the capacity to do it? And in my opinion, I do. I have the energy, I have the passion, and I have the knowledge and the passion of learning to continue to grow and move forward with our society and how we address our future laws and issues. So that would be my answer to everybody.